NFL rescind Joe Mixon's £19,000 fine after Houston Texans star publicly called out league. The NFL have moved to cancel a £19,000 fine handed to Houston Texans running back Joe Mixon, following his public criticism of the league. Joe Mixon has won an appeal against a £19,000 fine from the NFL after a strange mix-up saw the Houston Texans star misidentified for comments made about the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL have backtracked in their attempts to punish the 28-year-old after the running back highlighted a glaring error made by the league. Mixon found himself in hot water after the Texans were beaten 23-14 by the Chiefs in the postseason divisional playoff game, with several refereeing decisions from the officials under the spotlight. An article appeared online quoting former NFL wide receiver T.J. Houshmandzadeh, who was critical of the referee's performance in comments made on social media. Houshmandzadeh wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "Why play the game if every 50-50th call goes with Chiefs? These officials are rubbish bin emojis and bias." However, the outlet used Mixon's name instead of Houshmandzadeh in their headline. Confusion reigned when it emerged that the NFL had punished Mixon by dishing out a fine amounting to £19,813, $25,000, despite the fact the comments were made by Houshmandzadeh. Mixon then took to social media to voice his frustration about the NFL's mistake, claiming the league was wild for fining him for something he had never said. "I'm getting fined by the NFL for what someone else said. What's next? I get fined by them for Connor McDavid cross-checking an opponent on @NoGame." In another tweet, he added, "And really tried to fine me for the max. That's mind-blowing." The NFL then reportedly changed the fine, pointing to Mixon's comments made in the locker room following the divisional round game. But critics again questioned whether he had breached the league's rules after giving a vague, cryptic answer. "Everybody knows how it is playing up here," Mixon said. "You can never leave it in the refs' hands. The whole world see, man." It triggered another furious response from Mixon, who took to social media again and said, "So let me get this straight, NFL fines me $25 for something I didn't even say. Call them out for it, and their response was fine me again for something that's not even a violation without even rescinding the first one. Where's the accountability? Just respect the players." After the Texans ace launched an appeal against the NFL's decision, hearing officer Chris Palmer explained why he rescinded the fine in a one-page decision. "During the appeal hearing, you stated what you meant by your statements referring to the officials," Palmer said, per Pro Football Talk. "As you know, statements can be interpreted differently by every individual, and it seems like you clearly understand the weight and detriment of public criticism towards officials can be, given how impactful your platform is as a player, which I appreciate. Integrity of the game and its officials is the responsibility of everyone involved in the NFL. After reviewing the totality of the evidence, I find that you did not necessarily publicly criticize the officials. Accordingly, for the reasons set forth above, the NFL will rescind the $25,000 fine amount."